everyone, it's Tammy Pally, aka the Crafty Princess.
I'm Terry Jeanette, the Tapping Flamingo.
And we are on a Carnival cruise. This is day 7. I'm right? Yeah, 7 of our 8-day cruise. I had to look that up. Today is May 19th, 2017. And we've been doing little bits and pieces of podcasts that I will then edit and upload. I'll probably do like one a week or so. We'll see how it goes once we get back. And so today we are leaving off from yesterday. We had dinner last night in the dining room. Was that Northern Lights dining room? Southern Lights. There's a Northern and a Southern. So.
We're always in Southern.
Okay.
Now, last time we did the Magic, we were in the Northern. That's
that's why I keep thinking that. Okay. Not that I was on that cruise, but...
Just heard us talk about it.
Oh, okay. So anyway, we had dinner last night, and I'm giving it a big old thumbs down.
Well, I'm going to give it this.
Well, let's talk about about what we ordered. Okay,
yeah.
So I will say I managed to score a guy's burger, so thank God I had that because that was a pretty substantial lunch for me. I ordered escargot, a mixed green salad at dinner, a glass of Cabernet wine, and a penny pasta dish was supposed to have various seafood, mussels, shrimps, scallops, and
was it octopus?
Calamari.
Calamari,
yeah, in it. Yeah. So that's what I ordered. And what did you order?
I pretty much ordered the same thing, except for I had a Caesar salad, and I didn't have any wine.
Right.
So.
Oh, and I had for dessert, I had the chocolate melting cake, which Carnival's known for, and of course that was
good. Yeah.
I had lots of room for dessert. Let's put it that way.
And I had strawberry cheesecake, which was wonderful.
Yeah, the desserts were good. So the reason why I give it a thumbs down, a couple reasons. I had issues with the wine the whole time, first of all. I did not order a wine package. I thought about doing that, but because I knew I would always have at least 1, possibly 2 glasses of wine at dinner. But with the wine package, you're kind of limited. You have 5 different ones, and it just was complicated. And plus, when we started, I got really sick right before the cruise, so I knew I wasn't even sure if I would drink any wine the first day or 2 before I got on. I did, of course. I rallied. But I just wanted to be able to order what I wanted and didn't have to worry about, oh, is it part of the package or not part of the package? But every time I go sit down, it's like it takes forever for them to bring the wine. Then they overcharged me. Then I ordered one night and they didn't have it, so they charged it and then took it off. So it's been very confusing. And excuse me, and I have to wait like a long time to get that wine. So I want my wine with my food, and I mean, I want it like when they get their drinks, I should be able to get my wine at the same time. Why does it take so long? So, I mean, it probably takes so long because they have to go to another area to get it, but that is stupid. They should not do that, especially because I'm paying like, $10 for a glass of wine. They should be Johnny on the spot with that wine.
Yeah, and she really only has time for one.
Yeah, but that's the thing is I probably would order more. I did have time last night because we were there a long time. Tell them why, Terry.
Oh, okay. You want to talk about it? Well, okay.
Okay, it does normally take 2 hours anyway,
well,
just so you know. We have dinner at 6.
About an hour and a half.
Yeah, so we have dinner at 6, and then the next dinner starts, I think, is scheduled at 8:15. Mm-hmm. So we have not managed to get out of there any earlier than an hour and a half. Ever
right,
for dinner, which is fine. We're not in a big rush, but it'd be nice to have your food. Last night was
8+, and I'm looking around. We weren't the only table. Apparently, they were having some issues in the kitchen.
Food was taking forever, and then we have 3 different guys waiting on us. Like the main guy, then there's like the other guy that helps him, and then they're like and then the lower end guy who does like the desserts and right. And the second guy is Mr. Jokester. He's always teasing us about stuff if we don't finish our food or whatever. Yeah. He's hilarious, and we feel terrible. I keep forgetting his name, even though they have a name tag. I thought his name was Joseph for the longest time, and I don't know why.
So now he's known as Not Joseph.
We call him ourselves Not Joseph. But Roy is our main waiter, and then the other guy's Christian.
Right.
And then the
Not Joseph is
the Not Joseph guy is hilarious, and he was telling us last night. He's like, yeah, there's a big fight in the kitchen.
Apparently, there wasn't enough food for. Okay, they're supposed to take out everybody's at the table's food all at the same time.
So even if we order different stuff, which makes sense, it's like a regular restaurant. But there's a rule, we were told, they can't bring out one dish without bringing everybody's stuff out.
And
so they have to wait if it's not ready.
Yeah, and apparently that wasn't happening. It wasn't ready.
Stuff wasn't ready.
And then other waiters were taking other waiters'
Yeah, they were
food.
stealing each other's food to try to get to their tables covered, right?
So that was the issue that was going on.
Right.
I'm wondering if he could have gotten in trouble for telling us. But to be honest with you, I'm glad he told us, because
they
now
both
we
told
know.
us. Roy came over and explained later, because my mom said something, and I was kind of like, "Oh, Mom, I'm glad she said something, though." I mean, she said it in a nice way, like, "Why is it taking so long?" You know. And then, the other, not Joseph, he just was standing there laughing. He's like, "There's a fight in the kitchen." So, so other than that, though, the quality of the food, my salad was fine. You can't really screw up a salad. Fine. I wish I'd eaten it all if I'd known. I didn't eat it all because I thought my main dish was going to be good, and it wasn't. We had escargot. Thank God I ordered the escargot, because then I had some actual protein in me before I got to the penne pasta, which was awful. It was overcooked, bland. It didn't have most of the seafood that they said there was going to have. It had like a few shrimp and a couple of pieces of calamari.
And she didn't even
get
scallops.
No scallops.
I'll have to say, though,
2 mussels, 2 little teeny mussels.
I order that every time, and in the past it's been really good. I was excited that it was on there. But to be honest with you, last night it was not. I'm wondering if the pasta was overcooked, and I'm kind of wondering if there was some ingredients left out, because it did not taste like it does normally, and she didn't have not one scallop.
Yeah.
So,
and I didn't even have a lot of other stuff. You probably hear that. That's our cruise director. He's coming on,
telling us what's going on.
We'll keep talking, so hopefully you can hear us over that. So anyway, I did have room for dessert. Usually it's like by the time dessert comes, I don't have room for all of it, but I ate almost all the lava cake. I didn't eat all of it, but there was a little bit left. But I did some damage to that cake.
Yeah,
so.
and of course it's 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream.
Oh, that's right. They have ice cream with it, so
it's really good.
It is really good. So after dinner, we went wandering around, and we stumbled upon the Kudos. They're called Kudos strings, and they're a classical string violin guys. 3 of them. They are in. They say they're in the lobby, but basically
you have the stairs, and there's like as you're going downstairs, like a landing that kind of juts out into the lobby.
That's blocked off.
It's a stage
for them. It's like a little stage, and we really think they should be in the big room.
What was it somebody said? Oh, you weren't there.
No, I missed that part.
There was somebody above us sitting down, and he says, let me think if I can get it right. He says,
he called it a tub.
Yeah, he says, you're the best music on this tugboat, or something like that.
I had gone to the bathroom at this point, so I missed that part.
And I'll have to say, they were really good.
Yeah, there's little places for you to sit around, and people were all sitting around, and there was some adorable little girl who, bless her heart, I don't know who. I'm not gonna take pictures of somebody else's little girl, child and stuff, because that's very uncool. But she did this the other night when they were out there too, and she's dancing around. She must be about 5 years old
at the most,
she's trying to get her mom to dance, her and her sister dance, and she's doing the ballet. She's got the arms, she's a little kickback. I mean, she got like a little choreography going on, and just watching her was super sweet. I mean, to the classical music. She had gone to dinner by 8:15, so the second show she was not available.
Right.
Yeah. So, but,
and they will be there again tonight.
Yeah, we're going to catch them
from 8 to 10 or 8 to 11.
They have multiple shows today. So yeah, they're called Kudos Strings, and they have also sometimes they have like electronic stuff connected to their violins. But last night they played Vivaldi, and they played the Nutcracker. Was that Tchaikovsky that does the Nutcracker? Mm-hmm. And it's classical music that I think most people are familiar with. So you would definitely, if you're on the Carnival cruise or any. Do they only do Magic maybe?
Well, they can't be on all cruises. So.
I know. Well, if you're on the Magic, check them out.
Yeah, they may go to
I wonder if they
ships.
have like. I'll have to Google them when I get home, because I'm curious if they have like CDs or something like that.
They're really good.
Excellent. Everybody's caught. Oh, and there were people later. Adults were down there dancing after the little ballerina had to leave. So there were like a few couples down there dancing. So that was nice. We also, speaking of entertainment, what was the name of that one? A couple nights ago, we did go to an actual show.
Something about 88 Keys. We've got it written down here.
88 Keys.
I have to say, in the past when we've gone. When we first started cruising, we would always go to the shows, and they would have like musicians, magic people.
Yeah,
I can't talk to them.
Magicians,
and they would have like people who would balance things and all this stuff. But they have done away with those type shows, and they've brought in like their dancers and all, which they're okay.
Good. They're okay. They're
singing
decent,
and all, but it was the same shows, and we were different. We've gone on different ships, and it was always the same shows.
Yikes.
Well. This particular cruise, they have different shows, but they have them on at 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
we're eating.
A lot of stuff is like that. They have the movie, the outside movie, 7 o'clock. They have the show, 7 o'clock. When it takes you an hour and a half to 2 hours to get out of the dining room, and you have to go in at 6, you don't get to go to see the stuff. So
yeah, so that is
super stupid. But yeah, and that show, we sat in there for a while, and then my mom. Are you ready to go?
I actually liked it. My husband and I stayed.
It was okay. It was too loud, and so that's what was bothering her.
Yeah.
It was way too loud for the small auditorium we were in. And honestly, I was kind of like, what is this about?
It's all piano music.
I know, but it has to have some sort of connection. They tried to act like it was, like there was a narrative going on. Okay, my English teacher hat, putting it on. There was supposed to be a narrative going on, but the plot was flawed because there was the cause and effect was not working. 1 minute we had all these Billy Joel songs, so I'm thinking, okay, because there's a Billy Joel show, right? And I so I'm thinking, okay, there's a rip-off of the Billy Joel show, right? Because he knew it wasn't the real Billy Joel show. And then all of a sudden, we got this
Crocodile
guy.
Rock.
No, well, yeah, they did Crocodile Rock. So, okay, so that's not Billy Joel. And then next thing you know, he's rolling in, this little skinny dude who was the star, is rolling in on top of a piano singing Come Sail Away. And I'm like, that's when I like, okay. I mean, I love that song. I do. I mean, I know it's a geeky song, but I love, is it Kansas that does that? Come Sail Away? Love that song. If it's on the radio, I crank it up. I'm singing to it. What does that have to do with the Billy Joel or Crocodile Rock? Nothing.
It really didn't. But I enjoyed the music.
Other than they're on a piano.
Yeah.
Okay, it's music. Duh. Okay? It just has to be either don't have any narrative at all or have a narrative that actually works. That's my okay, so I'll shut up. So anyway. And then because that was a few days ago, so we just thought we'd mention that since we were talking about.
I don't know. Did I mention about the Name That Tune?
Name That Tune.
I don't think I did.
No,
with our cruise director.
That's the '80s thing.
Yeah,
right?
that same night,
the Reverend Dr. E.
Yeah, who is our cruise director, did again where the violin people were, and there were. In fact, I have some video of it.
That's a lot of people.
Tons of people all over listening to this. Guess the 70s and 80s songs. And then afterwards we'd go back through them and sing in. And he would dress up like different, 70s and 80s people.
Excuse me.
John Travolta. And just, he was a crack up. It was a lot of fun. And I knew about it from the last time we sailed on the Magic. And
he's very funny. He's He's very, very funny. Reverend. Dr. Yeah. Dr. E?
I think he's Reverend Dr. E.
Yeah.
But he's hilarious.
So that's another good one. All right. So today after we had breakfast, we had a brunch, which was pretty decent. Same kind of stuff as again we sat in the dining room to eat. Terry had scheduled with a Facebook group. A guitar string bracelet workshop. So tell us about that.
Okay, well, so I limited it to about 10 people because I know normally when 10 people sign up, I'm probably only gonna get 5. And we had 3 people show up.
Yeah.
Which
and by the way,
fine.
This was totally unofficial. She did try to talk to Carnival about doing something like this officially. Just wanted to spot. Well, actually, first of all, she would love to have Carnival give her a free cruise, and on the cruise, like the string quartet guys, she would have
something like that.
She would have a free, she would have workshops for people, and I think Carnival people, you need to take her up on this, because like this cruise, we have 3 days at sea.
Yeah, and I bring. Yeah, I do multiple classes.
Yeah, she could teach all kinds of stuff.
I would bring everything needed. All I want is a cruise.
So she has tried to contact them with no success on that. Then who did you contact to find out, just to reserve a room for us to do this?
Well, I've just contacted, and I did try to get a hold of John Held, but he's
a cruise director.
He's the head of all cruise directors.
Oh, okay.
I'm just not getting the right. They thought I was wanting to come in and like charge for this,
right?
And some lady even tried to pay me, and I didn't take it. I don't. This is totally on my own.
Just for something for people to do, because we would be making stuff. I've almost got a pair of fingerless gloves made. I brought my knitting. We brought our jewelry stuff. We want to entertain ourselves, and making stuff like this is not super expensive.
No.
And people, when we go to the ports, we get these charms for free, right? Not these, but like this one. This is a free charm. Okay. So a lot of people collect the charms. So her idea was to use them to make jewelry with the guitar strings. And so anyway, she scheduled this as an event through the Carnival Facebook group that we were both members of, which I don't know if it's going to keep going. Are they going to cancel that group?
No, the one I was on last year still is going.
Oh, okay. So she posted it on there, and we had it scheduled for 10 o'clock, which was after the brunch starts from 8:30 and goes to 1 o'clock. So after we had brunch, we had it scheduled in what's called the library here.
Which seems to be a hopping place. I'm really surprised. But across from the library was...
I don't know what that room's called.
I don't know what it's called. It's something that nobody's ever in there.
It looks like a kind of a lounge area. Like people would be sitting around with little drinks and stuff, because there was lots of tables and cushy places to sit. But we have not... I think I saw somebody in there the other night, but I think they were like us. They just were squatters because they were playing some board game in there. And so... The other place, the actual real library, only has one tiny little table and a bigger table, and people were using them. Mm-hmm. So I went over across to check if that other room was empty, and it was. And I figured out how to turn the lights on. Terry and I are invisible, so we can get away with stuff like this that people don't see us doing things, So yeah, we just went over there. I pushed the button, said daytime, evening, cleaning. So I was like, first I tried daytime, and then I realized cleaning would be a better light. So I pushed the cleaning button, and it was like, boo, all kinds of lights show up. So we moved the group over there, and we made jewelry.
Yeah,
so
we made jewelry, and
I'll put a picture of what we made too.
Yeah, we've got some pictures of some of the things that the ladies made.
We made earrings. Yeah. These little sunglasses.
She made me a pair. Actually, Tammy made her a pair of earrings, me a pair of earrings, and our mom.
And then the people who came, how many bracelets did you guys make?
Just one apiece.
Okay, so there were three ladies showed up, and so Terry helped them make, and she helped them, like with the wire and everything. Mm-hmm. And two of them had actually made jewelry before, but they never made actually guitar string bracelets.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And we had all the supplies. Like I brought jump rings. Yeah. I helped with the jump rings and the charm. She helped them with the wrapping of the wire and forming the things and stuff and explaining how to do it. And we didn't charge anybody. Somebody wanted to give her some money. She's just like,
Just wanted to do it for fun,
Yeah. So that was super fun. I think that was. It's too bad Carnival wants to be a pain about it, because they didn't want to give us a spot, because I guess like they think that
they actually wanted to charge me for a spot.
Yeah.
Well, I had 3 people show up and I was, I mean, if it was a big to do and I was getting paid big bucks, that's different. But
that's stupid.
I could have gotten $5 for it. Which that was not my intent.
Yeah.
My intent was just to, have some of our group get together as a kind of a meet and greet and have fun and showing them how to do something.
So that was at least an hour or something to do. Most of the activities today, I'm not sure what there's, they don't tell you ahead of time until like the night before. The activities today are pretty ridiculously lame. What do they got on there? Let's tell you. So unless you like this stuff. I did hear somebody at lunch, I heard them say something like, oh, there's ice sculpting going on at the blah, 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 blah. Okay, ice sculpting. Watching somebody cut on ice.
fun times.
Yeah.
Fun times. And usually they have right here what's happening, and they do have an app on you can put on your phone.
It does have the events.
But like it's 2:30 right now. What's going on at 2:30? Trivia, sports trivia.
Trivia. They have a lot of
there's
trivia.
Bingo.
Bingo.
At 2:45. At 3:00 there's a Connect 4 tournament.
There's ping pong, drinking games.
Yeah. Bush ball tournament, bing bong toss. You know, in the past, I'll have to say Carnival's had a lot more, and I don't know. They're redoing some stuff. It seems like, but they're gonna have a booty shaking contest.
Booty shaking contest. Yeah, that's stupid. That's like they just have. I mean, I guess if you're really drunk, you'll find this entertaining. That's all I can think of. Or you're just, I don't know. Why? I guess if you have any ideas why people find this stuff entertaining, please add them to the comments because I would love to know. Because this is one of my beefs about cruising in general. If they're going to have events, let's have some decent events instead of stupid karaoke, merengue. I don't know. Everything's idiotic. I mean, okay, I'm gonna read a couple here. This afternoon, blackjack tournament. If in Vitka watch sale, so they want to sell you something. Catalina last chance event, I don't know what that is. Fun shop, so they're selling you something again. Red Frog Pub karaoke. Carnival tour.
Tower.
Tower. I don't even know. I guess the app.
I think actually on the app on our phone we could probably.
So karaoke, scavenger hunt, an art auction.
Which I've done the scavenger hunt before, and let me say, people cheat. They are. Yeah. I actually did it right, and I went all over.
A lot of stuff at the spa, which of course would cost you money. Ice carving. There's bingo, trivia, beanbag toss, Boca ball tournament. Guess that classic rock song.
Oh, the booty shaking is at 12 a.m. We'll be
okay, so after you get a few drinks in you go shake your booty. Lots of getting your picture taken again, because you're gonna costs money if you want your actual pictures. You know, that kind of thing. So anyway, Carnival, you need to step it up because that's all boring and stupid and ridiculous. And come on, it's stupid. They got the money. They can. If they need some help, contact us, Carnival, and we will help you with events that are not stupid. Okay, that people could do. So anyway, speaking of events, we are going to be leaving in a little while. What time? Like in about a half hour or so for tea time. Where I will be bringing my own tea because, as I've told you guys already, the only tea they have here that you don't get charged for is yucky Lipton tea. So I will be bringing the tea that I bought at the Walgreens in San Juan, some breakfast, English breakfast tea.
And I'll be drinking water.
Yeah,
because I don't drink tea.
Yeah, and hopefully I'll get a few more cucumber sandwiches. But I'm pretty much just looking for a piece of chocolate cake. And yeah, so we'll be going to tea. So that's. Last time I think my mom and I were there, we maybe were there like a half hour or something. Maybe but it's an hour long, so it's not bad. The tea time is, I will give that a thumbs up. It's not too bad, not boring at least. But they're stingy on the sandwiches. You got to beg for them. So, and again, if they're gonna have tea time, they need to actually have good tea. I think Lipton tea time's kind of.
I know
stupid.
They used to have where they would bring a tray of teas. Like even at dinner time, I remember my dad ordering tea one time, and they would bring all these different teas that he could choose from. And Mom, they were free, right?
Yep.
So, I don't know. I mean, I know they're trying to cut back, trying to keep cruising low, because I know
affordable.
You have, when you have all this other stuff, you got to pay for it somehow. Which, ultimately, it's the cruisers who have to pay. I know they're trying to keep their prices down and all, but
it seems kind of cheap. Yeah. All right. So anyway, I guess that's it. We will be updating some more. We have dinner tonight after tea,
which is another formal night.
Yeah, we have formal night tonight.
Elegant night.
Elegant night. We have to. In fact, when we go to tea, we're going to try to go scope out the menu. They have them posted, and then we have one more sea day tomorrow before we arrive in Port Canaveral the following morning.
Hoping that we'll have nice weather, because that from 9 to 5 sometime, I want to do the rope course.
Yeah, she's going to do the rope course. She might sit out in the sun. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what else I'll be doing, but anywho, yeah, I guess that's it. So as usual, we always appreciate a thumbs up. Make sure you add your comments below in the comments and subscribe to Tapping Flamingo, Crafty Princess, and as usual, have a wonderful crafty whatever day.
Bye-bye.